John Miglash for the WDMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. I'm very excited to tell you about the resurrection of a piece of the Catalog Management Institute. Originally, Tracy Emmerich pitched it to Catalog Age magazine as an MBA course for catalog executives. I don't think there's ever been anything quite like it. It was a 5-day session, and one of the core presentations was a catalog simulation where we had the participants pick lists and pick products. And it was actually built in conjunction with Land's End. I took it out there and we worked on it, a number of sessions with the marketing people so that it really reflected the decision-making process. It reflected how we ran things back in the early 90s and late 80s. And when we put it on there, we had a riot, I have to say. We had the senior management team, we had the finance guys, the operations guys, all those different departments. We threw them in a room, about 45 people. One of the guys pulled me aside at the end and he said, we have hundreds of employees, but he said, there's probably only 2 or 3 people that even know what really makes this thing all work. And we've updated it, new data cards, we do a little bit of lecture, not a lot, but a little bit in between to break things up. And so we're going to talk about direct marketing more generally. So if you don't have a catalog company, you say, what does that apply to me? It does apply, because these foundational principles are still going to help your other people understand what the marketing people do. Okay, so if you don't have a catalog company, you can still do it for team building. But if you have one, then you really want to think about this. Furthermore, who's got the sustainable business model these days? Some of the oldest companies in America, Hammacher Schlemmer, for example, they're still going strong. Land's End's going. LL Bean is going. These companies have survived the dot-coms. They keep plowing ahead. It's sustainable. I know some associations have gone under, have banned print and direct mail, but if you don't have those things, you might want to consider this just for that exercise alone. But let's look at what the participants said. We had people from Apple, from Land's End, Appleseeds, Thompson Cigar, Black Box, Deluxe Check, Caldwell, Target, Demco, Sara Lee, Gardner Supply, National Wildlife Federation, Hanna Anderson, More Business Products, Illinois State University. They flew us over to England to run it over there at the ECMOD conference. The DMA had us at the national conference. And probably most significantly, Bob Stone and Martin Baer invited me to participate in the very first direct marketing certification. And it was the #1 rated session out of 3 weeks of presentations by some of the top direct marketing people in the country, heck, the world. We had Derek come over from England, and we had university professors. We had really top-notch people. I didn't even include all those companies, Cabela's and Mid-America Designs and others that came to it there. But so we've had it all over the world. We've had it widely participated in. For the first time, we understood what the marketing department does. It wasn't a company picnic. Everyone had to run their own catalog. It was much more effective than sitting in a lecture. Martin Baer he could not believe that I would sit people in that computer simulation lab, but it was still the top-rated thing. More Business says, I'd recommend this to any company who wants their employees to understand merchandising and media selection. Dan Richards said, I wish I could find more programs of a similar nature. Land's End said, the fact that our circulation people won it came from behind at the last. Jill Palamountain, hi Jill, to win. She said, I can't wait to get this on a phone app. Well, we're not quite there yet, but it is working, so that's great. She said, I'd love to play this again, but she came from behind to win, which shows that the thing really was well built and does reflect reality. So if you want something that is a hilarious riot team building exercise, but also teaches fundamental direct marketing, then you want to get in touch. If you were in my office right now, if I were talking to you, I'd say you should do this. You should do this for your company. John, WDMA.org. Obviously, you can find me easy enough. I keep pestering you almost every week. Thanks for watching. John Miglautsch for the WDMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing.